It's not just the rats this time that are leaving the sinking ship. It's the fat cats too, and you're the last to know. And the reason why comes down to an app that just went viral on X, a new Forbes report on the ultra-high net worth, and an off-the-record meetup with 5 billionaire bros. Let's get into it. First, the viral flight tracker. A young artist vibe-coded it as a digital performance art piece to call out the poly-marketification of everything. It tracks when oligarchs flee big cities on their PJs. That's private jet in peasant speak. He figured they'd have earlier heads up and would bolt before things went zombie apocalypse. And sure enough, when Trump just set the deadline to wipe out an entire civilization by 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the app saw an uptick in get-the-fuck-out flights. So download that sucker to keep tabs on those G6s in the coal mine. Second, this week, Forbes just dropped a report how the wealthy are hedging for instability. The upshot? Yachts, villas, and as many passports as they can possibly buy. Villa demand in Greece is up 25% year over year. Yacht charters in the Western Mediterranean up 30%. Shoulder season bookings for March and October full for the first time ever. Private members clubs popping up in vibey second-tier cities like Milan, Lisbon, and Cartagena. Sotheby's reporting golden visa and citizenship applications for Portugal, New Zealand, and Caribbean islands backed up for months. Where are they coming from? Gulf states that used to be the playground for the rich want out, plus a 30% spike in Americans realizing that summering in Aspen or the Hamptons isn't going to get the job done in a civil war. And lastly, this data point I wrote about in my last book. Doug Rushkoff, who MIT called one of the world's top 10 public intellectuals, got invited to talk to some Wall Street hedge fund guys on the future of technology. But when he got there was no audience, just 5 impeccably dressed billionaires. So first they asked a few easy icebreakers about AI and climate, but then came the real question they'd paid north of $50K to ask. How do I maintain authority over my security force after the event? Well, let's unpack that sentence. The event was their euphemism, Doug explained, for environmental collapse, social unrest, nuclear explosion, unstoppable virus, or Mr. Robot hack that takes everything down. They weren't betting on which domino falls first, but that they'd all topple soon enough afterwards seemed self-evident. Next, maintain authority implies A, authority might be challenged, and B, these 5 men had it and wanted to hold on to it. Lastly, my security force, not personal assistant, body man, or butler, security force, and possibly mercenary. And they laid down a few more cards. How would they pay their paramilitary once paper and digital currencies were worthless? How to prevent a Lord of the Flies coup once things went pear-shaped? Combination locks on food supplies, shock collars, AI robots. And that's when it hit me, Doug said. With their Elon colonizing Mars, Teal reversing aging, as well uploading his mind into a supercomputer, they were preparing for a future that's a whole lot less to do with making the world a better place than insulating themselves from climate change, rising seas, mass migration, pandemics, nativist panic, and resource depletion. For them, the future of technology is really about just one thing: escape. That was 5 years ago. The flight trackers today. What happens tomorrow to this ship of Western civilization is for us all to figure out together. But we better get bailing and make sure the fat cats hang around to help.